In this video, we are going to discuss about Nash trio of pain, particularly Coffea cruda. We know that Nash trio of pain is aconite, chamomilla, and Coffea cruda. In case of aconite, the pain is very intolerable, and also the patient screams during this pain, and this pain makes him very crazy. And aconite patient is very restless, and this complaint will get aggravated during nighttime. Pain is associated with the numbness. The same character is also seen in platina and the chamomilla. In case of chamomilla, there is an intolerable pain and is associated with the numbness of that affected part. And also, along with this pain, there is an great debility as soon as this pain begins, and this complaint get aggravated by the heat. In case of aconite, complaint will get aggravated during night time and chamomilla during heat. And whereas in case of aconite, there is a numbness. Same here, chamomilla also there is a numbness and there is a restless. Here, great debility will be there. And in case of chamomilla, sleepy but cannot sleep, which is also seen in belladonna, stramonium, and then the opium. And come to a main topic, that is Coffea cruda. Name is Coffea cruda, and we know common name is coffee. Prover Dr. Samuel Hahnemann and family Rubaceae. We know that the tincture is prepared from this roasted seeds, and we will use this Coffea cruda clinically in case of this abdominal colic. If any headache, headache cases is there, we can prescribe. In case of a heart affection of joy, here it is important joy ill effect. In case of migraine, neuralgia, sleeplessness, sciatica, and in case of toothache, we will see that mainly doctors use it to prescribe coffee in case of toothache and heart affections. And let's see the characteristic features of this Coffea cruda. First one is, first they are very oversensitive to everything, pain, noise, or odor, touch, anything. They are oversensitive, and there is a restlessness, over excitement, and there is a sleeplessness from overactivity of this mind and flow of ideas. This Coffea patient will be having an unusual activity of mind. They will be always in a mood of a thinking and flow of ideas, overactive of this mind. And also there will be we already said no, oversensitiveness to pain, noise, semi intolerance of light, noise, touch, physical and mental exertion. And all the complaints, or every complaint they will get after listening any surprise, pleasant surprises, good news, sudden emotion, joyful surprises, coffee, wine, and oversteady. And let's see the constitution. It is mainly suited to a person who is very tall, lean, stooping person with the dark complexion, and temperament mainly indicated in the sanguine and the chloric temperament. And this Coffea cruda is a chilly patient, and miasm is the sora. And if we see the mind, the patient is oversensitiveness, and she will be having an weeping disposition. She is having an anxiety or a great anguish that even she can't hold that pen. There will be a trembling of this hand while holding this pen, and there will be an sentimental ecstasy. Ecstasy means this emotional excitement, and excited imagination will be there. They have an increased power to think. And also in this case, pain is very insupportable, which drive her to despair. And we know that the complaint from and sudden pleasant surprises, excess weeping will be there. Lamentations over trifle means she will be crying, or she will be getting depressed over small things. And if you see the headache, headache is mainly one sided headache. They will be having a sensation as if a nail is driven into a brain, or the brain is dashed into many pieces, as if this head would burst but fly into pieces if he is moving from that place. And cause, if you see that there is an over mental exertion, talking, thinking, sudden, especially pleasurable emotions. and aggravation by an mental exertion, thinking, open air, and amelioration by the warmth. Let's see again headache. That is one-sided headache causes overthinking, over mental exertion, talking, or after listening some sudden or a pleasurable emotions and sensation like a nail is driven into an head, and this head is brain into dashed into many pieces, and head would burst and fly into pieces if he moves from that place, and aggravation mental exertion thinking open air and amelioration by warmth. And let's see the face. Face they will be having a dry heat face with red cheeks and prospalgia. Prospalgia means there will be an affection to this trigeminal nerve, so pain in the face will be they are experiencing, and prospalgia is extending to this molar teeth, ears, forehead, and then to the scalp. And in the mouth, we already said na clinically they will use this medicine in case of toothache. So toothache is temporarily relieved by holding this ice water in the mouth, and they will be having a delicate taste in the mouth, and they will be having a hasty eating and drinking, like they want to eat very fast like the hasty eating and drinking, and toothache get temporarily relieved by holding ice water in this mouth. And come to stomach. In stomach they will be having a sensation of immoderate hunger, rapid and the hurried eating, and also thirst is increased especially night time, and this thirst makes him to wake up during that night time, and also he is having an bilious vomiting and cramps in the stomach with the pressive and the shooting type of pain. And in case of abdomen they will be having an oppression in the region of this epigastrium, and also sensation that the stomach has been overloaded and abdomen would burst, and also he cannot bear any tight clothing around his abdomen. He is having a pressure in the abdomen as from an incarcerated flatulence, and also abdomen pain makes him despair, normally seen in case of women during dysmenorrhea like that. And in case of respiratory they will be having an short jerking dry cough with great irritation in the larynx, and then he is having an anxious tossings, and also he is having an oppression in the chest, and he due to that obstruction he tries to take an inspirations very fastly, so he will be having an short inspirations, and from outside we can see that chest movements, that breathing heaves the chest whisperly, and he is having an cough during night time means night coughs, and also fits of suffocation is also observed in that patient. In case of fever there is an chilliness, for each moment this chilliness get increased, and there is an internal chilliness with the external heat of this face and the body, and these chills run down the back, and there is a dry heat in the evening after going to bed with chillness in the back. Nightly there will be a dry heat with an delirium, and in perspiration will be seen on a face with internal chillness. And if we see the stool, feces are very soft with a frequent evacuation. They will be having a diarrhea during this dentition. This same feature is also seen in the chamomilla, that they will be having a diarrhea during dentition. And a urinary complaint, they will be having an abundant emission of this urine, especially towards midnight. We also studied that thirst is increased during night time, which awakens him. Similarly, they will be having an abundant emission of urine mainly nighttime, midnight. And in case of male sexual organs, they will be having a great excitement of a strong desire with the flaccidity, or they will be having a strong irritation of this genital parts without emission of this semen, and with the dry heat of the body. In case of females, we already studied in abdomen, they will be having an abdominal pain severely that makes her to despair. And in this, there will be an immoderate irritation of the sexual parts of the female with voluptuous itching. Because of this voluptuous itching, the sleep is disturbed, which we are going to study in next slide. Like in a females, there will be an immoderate irritation of the sexual part, which disturbs her sleep because of this voluptuous itching. And also there is a great secretion of a mucus and frequent flow of blood in case of metorrhagia. In case of heart, there will be having an violent irregular palpitation, especially after listening excessive joy or surprises. There will be a rapid high tension pulse and after any suppression of this urinary complaints. And in case of sleep, she is very wakeful on a constant move. If any small move is that she used to wake up, and actually she used to sleep up to 3 a.m. After that just she will lie, but it is in a state of dozing. She won't sleep after 3 a.m. and she wakes with a start means suddenly she will get wake up, and the sleep is disturbed by her dreams, and she is having an sleeplessness. Already we studied in guiding feature that she is having a sleeplessness because of this overexcitement of this mind and due to flow of ideas, and also she is having nervous excitability. And in female symptoms we studied that she will be having an voluptuous itching. Due to that, sleep is disturbed by the itching of the anus. And lastly, modalities, if we see, the patient will get ameliorated from an warmth lying down and also holding ice in the mouth, which we studied in the toothache, and aggravation from an excessive emotions, narcotics, and strong odors, any noise. We already saw in a guiding features that the patient is a very oversensitive to all the external things like a noise, smell, any touch, etc. So all this comes under aggravation, aggravated by a narcotic, odor, noise, open air, and cold night. So I thought you got some idea. I think that you got some idea about this coffee cruda. I hope this video will be helpful for you. Thank you.